The Sisters is the movie I'm reviewing today, and this movie is on Ruth Kadiri. Producer is Precious Kadiri, and of course, the executive producer is Ruth Kadiri. A recap of this movie is Chidi Dike, who is really in love with one of these beautiful sisters, and unfortunately, he impregnated the other sister, not the one that he's dating. Now, there was a mishap somewhere. Of course, his original girlfriend got mad, and this pregnancy affected the relationship between these two sisters. Now, this is what you're going to see watching this movie. What I like about this movie, I'll start with the message of this movie. I actually pick few messages, but the top of my list is that you have friends, you have family, you have colleagues that you know very well that these people are hurting other people, and you don't say anything about it, you don't caution them. Know that these people may one day hurt you as well. So I think that's a good clear message I pick up from this movie. Next thing that I like about this movie is cinematography. Ruth Kadiri actually did a big one on this movie in terms of cinematography. The picture quality was just sharp, beautiful. Focusing of this movie was just beautiful. Lighting was on point, even the night shots were great. Talking about lighting, the day shoots were so great. Cinematography was actually on point. And when we talk about cinematography, one of my favorite shots from this movie was the four reaction when they divided the screen or the scene into four, and we were seeing all the four that one person's action has affected all of them. When they divided, we could see all the four actions or four reactions to the situation that was going on. That was one of my favorite editing or cinematography scene for this movie. Cinematography was 100% on point. Picture, lighting, depth, scheme, shot, vision, everything was just on point. The picture quality was just, and the sharpness, I don't know if it's everything. Cinematography was on point for me in this movie. Another thing I like about this movie was the scene where the water broke for Stefania. I think I loved that scene as well. That was a very beautiful acting scene for me. That was one of my favorite scenes out of this movie, and I really like that scene as well. Last but not the least thing that I like about this movie was the scene where the secret was revealed. That was also one of my favorite scenes out of this movie. And practically that's basically all the things I like about this movie. Moving on to what I don't like about this movie, I'll start with the acting, directing, and cast of this movie. Frankly speaking, the cast did not bring in their A game at all. From the sisters to Chidi Dike to the man who was acting as the sister's father. The acting on this movie was just mediocre and very mid. I was like, waiting be this, waiting at the watch, waiting be this. The acting was just bad, guys. The acting was not it. Another thing I didn't like about this movie was the generator noise at the background of most of the scenes, especially Chidi Dike's house. And most of the scenes were in his house as well, so you can just imagine the noise all the time. If they were not playing music at the background, then when they are talking, when the cast are talking, you could just hear the generator noise all the time. Producers on YouTube need to find ways to curb the generator noise in the movie. It doesn't look professional at all. It looks lazy production going on. They don't think about the audio, like what kind of noise, why should we know that you are using generator to power your lighting or whatever you're doing on scene in the movie? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, producers on YouTube, work on the houses that you rent to produce this movie. The generator noise it makes the movie you have produced nonsense. Like, it doesn't, like, what is this? So that was one thing. A very beautiful picture quality with generator noise at the background. No, it doesn't make sense. So that was something I didn't like. Another thing I didn't like about this movie was the hospital scene. We didn't even see any action going on. All we saw was that she has already given birth. The scene just doesn't look like something that was relatable. It doesn't make you feel that you are really watching and enjoying what they are doing in the hospital scene. It doesn't make believe. Like, the acting was just poor. Lastly, what I don't like about this movie that I want to talk about is the fake landscape that Ruth Kadiri has been using. Most of the time, I always want to mention, then I always forget. Now, reviewing this movie, I realized that I saw it again, and I realized, nah. Why does she like using that fake landscape of the beautiful light? I don't know where she took that landscape from. Is it Dubai? I don't know. I mean, those who are into geography will definitely, or those who have well traveled will know that where exactly this location is. But we all know that that is not Nigeria. That's not a landscape of Nigeria, and that location looks so fake. Someone might think it's even AI generated, but I know it's real. But it is not Nigeria location. That particular landscape is not relating to the movie of location wise. She picked it from the internet, or I don't know, and added it. The fake landscape that exactly landscape she uses in most of her movies. And I'm like, if Nigeria had so much bright light, we wouldn't be hearing generator noise at the background of your movie. So the fake landscape, Ruth Kadiri currently do away with the fake landscape, that bright disco landscape, beautiful lands and lights landscape that you use. I really do not know why you continue to use that fake landscape for a movie produced in Nigeria. And also, of course, I really do not like that fake landscape, basically. So on that note, I'll give this movie a 3/10. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. Do subscribe, and of course, I'll see you all in the next movie review.